Right, guys, take 28. iPet-Goat 2 revisited. So we'll just jump straight in. iPet-Goat 2, see the symbolic door open. We notice that this crate, this pillar, this like monolith with a hole in it, and the light shines on it in this enclosure. And at the bottom we see the dog. And we notice this dog. This dog's walking the man. Man's got a hat on. He has a gun. I don't know why he has a gun. But the dog's clearly walking the man. Something like this. This is in Göbekli Tepe. Enclosure D. Special building D. Of course, this is a boar. The swine. If Göbekli is the place of sacrifice, it's where they kill the swine. Us. Out pops the goat head. We know who this guy is with his little barcode. And he enters this psychedelic, trance-like state as his head pops out of the portal into the light. The dog. Then we see, quickly we see the Satan's hands, the puppet master. Just like we find in the Altamara caves. We see the X. We see this man, a shaman, priest, I don't know. Looks like he's going to sacrifice this guy on his knees. He's excited. Between these two pillars. Over here, look. Now to me, guys, this is clearly a dog. And obviously the puppet, it starts with George, as if nobody knew that. Curious George. 5-pointed star on a checkerboard. Okay, now guys. So armed with the knowledge of the Tepe, Karahan, if we understand the decoding, and the decoding is true, then we know that it starts with a death. Then we can see this erect phallus with its scrotum ejaculating. And then there's this shark. And this is ejaculating into its eye, into its pineal. This is the winning swimmer. These are the two elements from enclosure A, B at Karahan. And behind, we have the third enclosure, the house on fire. Because the people, we are the house that the spirits want to dwell in. But of course, this is about making the ultimate host for the ultimate entity. The house on fire. It's like the man on fire. Just so symbolic, guys, for the death and rebirth of Apollyon and his host. We see other stuff, which I'm not going to focus on, but I'll just say it's interesting. With today's modern times and current events, we see America, we see this ice. I want to say Greenland, but I'm not 100% on that stuff. But this, now, what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. Then we see Evil T. There's a T pillar. Evil Trump. We see the evolution thing. And it leads to the man, the human, the middle pillar with the halo. This Viracocha looking entity. It's Apollyon. It's Apollo. He's a bad un. And it's time. I'm sorry guys, whenever I do this, These dogs just go wild, and I don't know what to do about it, guys, other than just keep trying to get clean, trying to just try and get a grip on my house. Then we see this brain being cut into two by the lightning, and we see the dragon entering the brain. The right side of the brain reminds me of this. The Aztec codexes. Shows you the same stuff, because it is all the same stuff. Flashes up a Baphomet or two, and there's some more demonic stuff. He morphs into a Barmer. Barmer wearing the motorboard, signifying he's enlightened. The black cube of Saturn. The D-Wave. Black box on his head. He winks. He's got vampire teeth. He winks because that's why they do the one-eye symbology, because they're showing other people in the know that they've willingly given their body to these entities in return for favours. But look, guys, this is what this is on the chalkboard, isn't it, guys? Then it cuts and there's a stand and it shows you the LOL, which is the 101, which is the gate between the two pillars, and this man, okay? This is the 101, the gate, portal, soul hole, one's in, one's out, between the two pillars, and this idol, the image of the beast. Then it cuts to this scene. This is Eve, when she was an innocent virgin, clothed in white, with the golden halo. Golden halo being the Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh's protection while she is in the garden. And outside, look, in this barbed wire, there's all these blue, which stands for spirit. They can't come in. She's the white rabbit, and lurking in the background is the stag, which has the heart being the main symbol for Lucifer, because he claims to have done all what he did out of his love for us. I'm only explaining. It is what it is. The rebellious fallen angel is symbolic of this heart. So this Eve character, this fair hair, darkness falls on her. She drops the apple. She does the deed to mingle the seed. The apple rolls into this enclosure, this C. There's a V here. If you remember the Arbor video, I saw this symbology at Arbor, and I referenced this shot. And since then, we've been back, we've got more footage. We just need another visit, guys, to get the footage we need to explain the workings of the Arbor site and all the other sites across the Isles and mainland Europe and some in America. The post-flood, what they call the Neolithic, the Stone Age, it's post-flood. It's the start of the spreading and the rebuilding of the pre-flood world. They tried to do this again, and that's why it's all these broken stones and stuff, like Arbor. So the two seeds mingle and turn in to the purple lotus, The purple lotus being symbology for the spirit in its host. The first time round being Cain. 7 mountains. The 8th is one of the 7. Cain being number 1. Of course, the enemy believed that what he did in the garden, that would just end Father's plan. It didn't, did it? Varma's sweating, he realises what he's done. It zooms out to this symbology, which out here it says Psalms 23, and this is a reflection of it in the mirror. We see this crescent, this rod entering the crescent. This is symbolic of sex. And we see this serpent, this lightning, this sea rod entering its host, the egg. We see American flag being torn. Symbolic for the fall of America, fall of Babylon, the Phoenician, Phaemerican, first post-flood United Nations, if you like, part of the flag, the Vikings flag being torn away. And it shows you the fall of these 2 towers, which I believe were a major shifting point and a massive sacrifice. And there we see the entity I believe is Lucifer, wearing his little mask, the man in the mask. Takes the plunge, okay? He comes down. And it cuts to the underworld. And we all know now about the boatman, the ferryman in the underworld. This boat, its head is the black dog, Anubis, Anu, of the abyss. Anu from the Sumerian stuff. Anu of the abyss. Oh, the king of the abyss is Apollyon, Abaddon. It shows you the Bin Laden guy with his black wings and CIA badge. This is the black goo, the oil. Right, guys, so it shows you that the serpent is taking the babies from birth. Well, still in the egg. In the pineal. And it's making out like this guy's coming to save us. So the flaming heart, symbolic of Lucifer's claimed desire to help us out of love. All you need is love. All you need is Jesus. Then this guy here, I don't know if you caught that, guys. He's got the dollar bill on his chin, the pyramid that says he's pleased with our work or something. I forget. It's on his chin. So this is showing you that Babylon has a grip on us and our children. This is the current state of affairs. You see it in his chin, one eye, in this kid's head. It starts to say markets crash and war. This is current events. This is what we're in now. This is Babylon. Then we see the fall of Islam. We see Lucifer lamenting at this in his mask. Then it cuts to this scene. The Black Madonna holding her dead child, mummified in bandages. They're weeping for Tammuz. And it shows you that he's definitely Osiris. This dung beetle crawls across his face. He's blind in one eye, symbolising the pineal gland possession. And the bandages, the mummy. This is the guy that's placed in enclosure AA at Karahan Tepe and at all the sites. This is showing him is his spirit being released. They undo the bow, and it shows you this guy's got the heart. This is the guy. And I don't know what this means, guys. Maybe the fall of communism. I don't know, but this is how I feel. And then it shows you this young girl. So we've had the blonde girl, all the spirits locked out. She was sat in the golden halo. But now it shows you this girl. It shows you the yin and yang morphing into the circumpunct. And this girl has a white flag. And she's stood in rebellion. She stood in rebellion. And all these things are coming at her now. She's opened the door. She dropped the apple. This is Eve. And now she's took the Legion on. She's red-haired. She's going to be touched by death. Of course, she's angry about this. But then she realises she's carrying the heart. She's radioactive. It cuts back to this guy. We know who he is now. This guy is not the Messiah. Not any of us thought that was the case before. But many did, guys. That this is the spirit of Apollyon, the anti-Messiah. He has the mountain on his forehead. 7 heads are 7 mountains. The 8th is one of the 7. As he's coming, Babylon ramps up the pressure, trying to keep a grip on the hold it has over not only humanity, but over the children, over this generation. It's ramping up. Doesn't want to lose his grip. As Apollyon rises, he ascends to the stars, and it's now gone from the boatman from the underworld to the solar bark. And we start with the flares. Birth pangs. We see that it is Ra. We see the shadow of the black dog, Anubis. And we see the 3 lines, 3 lightning strikes. Could be plasma striking him, the 3 elements. Caduceus and Asclepius all in one. As he travels through the birth canal. Of course, the entity locked in his prison was shifted now from the man in the mask to Kali. We have a bit of mocking tongue. And it shows you all these fish jumping into the boat. This black and white fish, this is symbolic for the dead Nephilim, for the Legion. This guy's boat is filling with the Legion. So the black spots, the spots, the dots that we find all over. We find them at Karahan and at Göbekli. We find them all over. We find them across the UK and all of Europe. He's taking on Legion. The light, the diagonally, hitting him in the head for his enlightenment. Then we're back to the sex rituals. The phallus of Osiris. The heart. Then we see the 3rd type. So we have the maid. I forget the name of the middle one, and the crone. It's looking more to me, guys, like the whole Lilith thing is their belief, Babylon. But it seems like it's all about Eve. The triple aspects of Eve. Because when she did the deed, the Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh told her, what have you done? Here comes the true light. She realizes her nakedness. And he put on her about the birth pangs and childbirth. And we can see here, look, she's counting her days. Because she knew she was going to die. But not instantly. She's going to grow old and die. She realized her nakedness and it was put on her about childbirth. Then we see the double helix with the spirit of the Asclepius. So we have the Caduceus and the fake light, the Asclepius. Of course, the entity orchestrating this is still doing his dance. And then we switch here. This is Babylon, guys. This is spiritual Babylon. And it destroys it. This is Wall Street. And Babylon runs off. This kid this egghead, this young kid, right, he realizes he's being liberated. And he believes that it's this entity that's coming in the solar bark that's doing this. So it's the beast what takes out Babylon. The whole world marveled after the beast, who was and is not, who is yet to come. And this I believe is now symbolic of the new one world religion, the whole world, the smart cities. Sorry guys. Now this, I don't know how to explain this, but I can show you this, guys. I've seen this in the rock carvings. We're going to go back out on site and we're going to look. But it's turned now again, look. It's turned into Pepe. The Pepe face. I forgot his name in Egypt. I'm sure some of you guys will remember or know. Chuck it in comments if you like. But it's him, it's all him. Lucifer. And he turns now, look, into Toph. Was doing his dance. He's orchestrating this whole thing. And it cuts to this face, which just screams now about, to me, the face, the enclosure AB, the Kamaran. And this is a vagina. This guy's being born. He's birthed into the real world. The symbology of the lotus. And he wakes. Okay. Here's the mountain. It's in his pineal gland and his third eye. And in the back we see the destruction of the church. So guys, we have to be the church. And to be the church, we have to be clean. We have to follow the Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, the God of Israel. You have to be the church. Then we see the war between the scorpion and the eagle. The meteors and the taking out of Babylon. The pyramids. Okay. Right guys. So that's my revisit to iPet Goat 2. I'm sorry about the quality. This has never been my thing. I've said it for a while now. I need to get at that whiteboard. I need to find myself again. This is best I can do, guys. I'm sorry for the quality. Please comment about your thoughts. What I'm sharing here. What I'm seeing and what I'm interpreting. The chalkboard. If we go back to the chalkboard. This, look. Do you agree that that's what this is? Am I barking up the wrong tree? I'll leave that with you guys to decide. Take it to God in prayer. Ask for discernment. And let's all come together in one accord. Help each other, lift each other up. Let's stop fighting about who has the right theology, because no matter what theology you hold, this is happening. This is all starting to unfold now in real time, in the real world. And nothing, no matter what you believe, no matter what your theology, nothing is going to stop this now. Whereabouts on the timeline we are, the evidence is building and building and building to this little season theology. Forget preterism, forget everything that's attached to it all, forget all the labels and go inside, go deep inside. I'm not declaring that I believe that this is 100% correct, but I am telling you guys, this is all what I believe now. I hope you understand, guys. Just try and soften our hearts to each other. We need to be clean, we need to be strong, we need to seek the Lord. We need to come together into one accord before we can think about anybody outside of our little corner of YouTube. So that's why I started these videos, guys. Not for me, not for everyone else. And it started to build fellowship, and I don't know, guys. I don't know. Just jump in comments, guys, please. Just try and take on board the last bit, what I've just said. It doesn't matter about the theology. I'm sure we'll work out as this unfolds whereabouts on the timeline we are. I'm not saying let everybody give them an inch and they'll take a mile and let that go on. But just try and, if you know that somebody is a brother or a sister in Christ, stop barking at them and slamming doors because we're not all on the same page yet. And don't just take my words. Let's all come together now, guys, and get right, and let's get on the same page. So thanks for sticking with me through this. I know how poor it is. Like I say, it's not my thing. I'm trying, guys, okay? So till next time, may Yeshua bless us all.